Hello, I'm Bryony, a PhD researcher with the SENSE Earth Observation CDT at Leeds University and the British Antarctic Survey. In this video, I'll be talking about how we're able to measure climate change from space. Now, climate change is the defining issue of our time, and humans are in a race to mitigate the effects of climate change to protect the planet for future generations. In the words of NASA's administrator Bill Nelson, we can't mitigate climate change unless we measure it. But how do we measure climate change? It's such a big problem after all, affecting pretty much everywhere on Earth. Well, one of the answers has come from the development of satellites, sent up into space with instruments on board that collect regular and accurate data about the Earth's surface, oceans and atmosphere on a global scale. There are now over 650 Earth observation satellites in space, and some of these work like giant cameras measuring the Earth in the optical part of the electromagnetic spectrum, producing images like we see on Google Earth. Others operate at longer radar wavelengths, which have the advantage of seeing through clouds, and there's even some that fire lasers down to Earth. So whether we're measuring greenhouse gas emissions, quantifying the shrinking Arctic sea ice, which satellites have shown to have declined by around 13% per decade since 1979, measuring deforestation in the Amazon and elsewhere, or the landscapes ravaged by wildfires. Satellite remote sensing allows us to understand what's happening to our climate system on a global scale and in real time, collecting the vital scientific evidence about our changing planet that governments around the world use to inform decisions. Decisions like those made by the 195 countries that signed the 2015 Paris Climate Change Agreement, adopting the goal of limiting global temperature increase this century to well below 2 degrees Celsius.